One day, scrolling through a social media feed, I came across a disturbing story. An elderly woman had lost her only son in a tragic accident. The reporter was interviewing her, and through tears she cried out, "My son is gone, my only son. He was such a good man. And now, who will have coffee with me every morning? Who will take me to my doctor's appointments?" And then she said, "How I love you, my son." I stopped, and I wondered, what kind of love is this that causes such suffering? In the comments, thousands of people repeated, "Only a mother understands this kind of love. A mother's love is the purest love there is. This kind of love hurts." And that was when something deeply unsettled me. Since when did love become synonymous with pain? Since when did suffering become proof of love? Perhaps we do not actually know what love is. Perhaps we have only learned to repeat what society has taught us, that love is pure, sacred, and above all other feelings. That is a lie. But let us return to the woman's words. Listen carefully. She did not only say, "I miss him." She said, "Who will have coffee with me? Who will take me to the doctor?" Do you see it? The center of her pain was not only her son. It was the functional void he left behind. The loss of companionship, of assistance, of emotional security. This is not judgment. It is psychological observation. The human mind confuses need with love, and need is self-interest. When we lose someone, we do not suffer because of love. We suffer because of attachment, because of emotional dependency, because we are deprived of the pleasure of their presence, and also because the emotional authority that person held in our lives has been broken. I will never see my father again. I will never see my mother again. I will never see my partner again. None of that is love, because love is not attachment. Krishnamurti said something deeply uncomfortable. Where there is attachment, there is no love. There is fear. Schopenhauer was even more direct. Love is the strategy of the will to preserve itself. In other words, in most human relationships, what we call love is merely fear of being alone, emotional need, psychological dependence, desire for security. None of that is love. That is why so many people say love hurts, because it is not love. It is attachment. But Nietzsche was even more ruthless with our illusions. For him, so-called romantic love is often a disguised attempt at possession. We do not merely want to be with the other person. We want to emotionally dominate them. We want to guarantee their presence. We want protection against loneliness. I love you, in that case, means you are mine. It is not surrender. It is emotional appropriation. It is not care. It is fear of loss. And where there is possession, there is no love. Most people also confuse love with pleasure, especially sexual pleasure. They confuse love with tenderness, with affection, with warmth. These are pleasant human experiences, but none of them are love. Because pleasure ends, affection fluctuates, desire fades, and when it fades, suffering appears. If it were love, there would not be this inner collapse. So the essential question arises: what is love? Perhaps the truth is uncomfortable. We do not have the mental tools to answer that directly, because our minds have been conditioned by fear, by desire, and by attachment. So if we do not know what love is, perhaps we must begin by investigating what love is not. Krishnamurti said, "Love is not desire." It is a great discovery to realize this for oneself. Love is not attachment to your child. Love is not attachment in any form. Love is not jealousy, not ambition, not personal achievement, not self-improvement. Love is not pleasure. The satisfaction of desire, which is pleasure, is not love. And then he asks the most uncomfortable question of all: have I understood these elements and freed myself from them? Or do I merely say, I understand intellectually, I understand verbally, but help me go deeper? No one can help you with that. You must investigate it for yourself. Perhaps true love is not something to be acquired, not something to be possessed, but something that emerges when the ego falls silent, when fear ends, when psychological need dies. As long as there is, "What do I gain?" there is no love. There is exchange. As long as there is, "Do not abandon me," there is no love. There is dependence. As long as there is, "I need you," there is no love. There is lack. So I leave you with this question. When you say, "I love you," are you speaking about the other person? Or are you speaking about your own need? Here, silence does not comfort. It screams. This is the channel, the silence that screams.